Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to discuss the function and graph. A function f is given by the function fx is equals to square root of x plus 4 and then plus with the 1. Is the function fx a one-to-one function? So in here we have two methods. Method number 1 by using graphical method, and second method will be the algebraic method. So let's begin with the graphical method. Number 1, how to sketch the graph. Find the domain. So by referring to the question, let's say we have the fx is equals to square root of x plus with the 4. This will be the original questions or the basic function. Let's begin with this function domain. So in order to find the domain for the situation square root of x plus 4, refers to the situation we have x plus 4 must be greater or equals to 0. Why must be greater or equals to 0? Due to the function square root. The element inside the square root would be greater or equals to 0 and is not allowed for negative value. So x will be greater or equals to negative 4. The domain for f would be close bracket negative 4 until infinity. That will be the domain. Next will be the intercept. So we have x-intercept and also the y-intercept. In order to find the x-intercept means that when y is equals to 0. So kindly refers to the function when y is equals to 0. So we have the square root x plus with the 4, meaning that we have to square both sides. So if we square both sides, we will have x plus the 4 is equals to 0, x will be equals to negative 4. So the intersection for the x would be negative 4, 0. Next, in order to find y-intercept means that when x is equals to 0, if we substitute y is equals to square root of 4, y is equals to 2. So the y-intercept would be 0, 2. Next, we have to sketch the graph. By referring to the situation, we have to refer to the function fx is equals to square root of x plus with the 4. By referring to the coefficient of x, since it is a positive, so the graph will be shifting towards the right. If it's a negative, then it will be shifting towards the left. So next we begins with the graph sketching. By referring to the domain, we have negative 4. So let's say here we have negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4. Negative 4, infinity. So the graph will be towards the right. Followed by the x-intercept, we have negative 4, 0. So here will be the location, negative 4, 0. Continue, we have 0, 2, which is the y-intercept. So let's say 0, then 1, then 2. Continue, we have to refer to the shape of the graph. So the graph is something like this. So we have the fx is equals to square root of x plus with the 4. Next, the question said square root x plus 4 plus with the 1. So the value of y is plus with the 1, meaning that we are going to shift upward the graph. So by referring to the second part, so here we have negative 4, 0. Then here we have 0, 2. So if we're shifting 1 unit upward because of plus with the 1, so we will have negative 4, 1. Continue, we have 0, 3, because we are going to shift upward for 1 unit. Then the graph will be something like this. So that is the function fx is equals to square root of x plus with the 4 plus with the 1. That is the function for the situation. So does the situation one-to-one function? By using the horizontal line test, we have a straight line or the horizontal line, and we notice that they only intersect at one point. Then we can say fx is one-to-one function because it cut only one point. So that is the situation. Then state the domain in which fx is one-to-one function. So the domain will be the same, which is negative 4 until infinity. So that is the graphical method. Next, we are going to use the algebraic method. So fx sub 1 is equals to fx sub 2. Kindly substitute the situation. So we have the square root of x sub 1 plus with the 4 plus with the 1 for the left, and square root of x sub 2 plus with the 4 plus with the 1 for the right. Kindly rearrange and then simplify. So focus with the plus 1. Then we can simplify it become 0. Next, square root x sub 1 plus with the 4 equals to square root x sub 2 plus with the 4. Then we have to square both sides. X sub 1 plus with the 4 is equals to x sub 2 plus with the 4. Again, simplify. Then we will have x sub 1 is equals to x sub 2. Then from here, we can say fx is one-to-one function. Reason? Because we have x sub 1 equals to x sub 2. Next, state the domain in which fx is one-to-one function. So, how to find the domain? Refers to the situation. We have fx is equals to square root of x plus with the 4 plus with the 1. So here we have two situations. Number 1 is the square root. Number 2 is the real number. We have the plus 1. So refers to the left-hand side, meaning that square root for x plus 4. As we all know, x plus 4 must be greater or equals to 0 because of the square root. Then from here, x will be greater or equals to negative 4. So that is the domain for the situation, negative 4 until infinity. So that is the domain for the function square root x plus 4. Then we have the situation plus, and then 1. 1, which is the constant. As we all know, the domain for the constant would be negative infinity until infinity. Then we have the plus. The meaning plus actually is intersect. So we have the domain negative 4 until infinity intersect with the all real number. If it refers to the interval or the number line, then we have the negative 4. Then circle towards the right. Then we have the negative infinity until infinity, which is the straight line. Then we have the intersect. So this will be the intersection part. So the domain for the function fx, in order to become one-to-one, the domain would be negative 4 until infinity.
If you are new here, kindly consider subscribing to this channel and share this video to your friend. Thank you so much for watching this video. Bye.